Hey, good to see you and welcome to Global TV 2.0. Today's latest update: conservative House Speaker Mike Johnson said Colombia authorities had failed to keep a grip on the circumstance. He approached college president Minouche Shafik to step down. In Texas and California, police defied grounds dissenters and made many captures. At Colombia, favorable to Palestinian demonstrators likewise called for Ms. Shafik's renunciation over police activity there against the fights. Mr. Johnson held a news gathering at Colombia alongside other conservative legislators on Wednesday evening after momentarily meeting Ms. Shafik. The House Speaker excused ideas that the fights were lawfully safeguarded free discourse. He said that Colombia had not acted to re-establish requests nearby and had neglected to safeguard Jewish understudies in the midst of worries about discrimination against Jews close by grounds. "This is hazardous," Mr. Johnson said. "We regard free discourse. We regard variety of thoughts. However, there is a method for doing that in a legal way, and that is not the very thing that this is. My message to the understudies inside the settlement is return to class and stop the garbage," he said. The dissenters, some of whom were simply pulls back from the platform behind a metal hindrance, shouted and irritated him all through his comments, including serenades of, "We can't hear you." Mr. Johnson likewise raised the chance of public gatekeeper troops being brought in, something New York lead representative Kathy Hochul, a leftist, said she had no designs to do. Understudies at the elite-level college in Manhattan set up a dissent place to stay 7 days prior. On 18 April, the college asked New York City police to clear the camp, and officials captured around 100 individuals. Dissenters later got back to the area with additional tents and notices. College authorities are presently haggling with fight pioneers over the size of the camp, and talks are supposed to go on into Thursday. Understudies have additionally been permitted to decide to go to classes online because of security concerns. Paige Fortna, a teacher of political theory at Columbia, told the BBC she had seen various profoundly frightful episodes during the fights, including an Israeli banner being torn from an understudy's hand, and very dangerous remarks. In any case, Ms. Fortna added that she had seen no actual brutality against Jewish understudies nearby, and she called allegations of far and wide discrimination against Jews being made by Mr. Johnson and other conservative administrators misrepresented. "There's a genuine contrast in the tone of the discussion outside the doors and what's really occurring nearby," she said. In interviews this week, a few demonstrators contended that occurrences of badgering of Jewish understudies had been uncommon and dramatically overemphasized by those went against their requests. New York police and school authorities have additionally said outside fomenters worked up the fights. Outside the grounds on Wednesday, a veiled dissident remained on a traffic intersection yelling bigoted slurs and maltreatment at students. Several fight camp allies immediately faced him, letting him know that his comments corrupted their endeavors. "This is truly inconvenient to the development," said Caroline Daisy, a Baltimore local who came to New York to help the dissidents. "This is certainly not a xenophobic development, yet outside dissenters are an alternate story once in a while." On Wednesday, a few Jewish understudies communicated worries about an undermining grounds climate. Fellow Sela, an Israeli Columbia understudy and a veteran of the Israel Safeguard Powers, told the BBC he accepted each Israeli Jewish understudy at the college had confronted something like one prejudiced act, whether verbal or physical, since the dissent started. "I've been undermined here, called names like killer, butcher, and attacker, since I was brought into the world in Israel," he said. Jonathan Gulp, a 27-year-old experts understudy from New Jersey, told the BBC he was moving to Israel after graduation, having turned down a spot in a doctoral program at Columbia. "I can't remain here any longer," he said. "This spot is awkward for me. Each time I awaken, I fear coming to grounds. I don't have the foggiest idea while I will have things tossed at me." Fights Israel's conflict in Gaza spread the nation over after the police captures at the camp at Columbia. Police pushed back dissidents at the College of Texas in Austin. Texas lead representative Greg Abbott posted on X on Wednesday evening, "Captures being made at this moment and will go on until the group scatters." Around 20 individuals were captured, As per nearby specialists, Paulus additionally faced dissidents at the College of Southern California in Los Angeles. Admittance to grounds has been confined following destructive incidents and conflicts, as indicated by a proclamation from the executive office. Understudies were captured after a dissent at Ohio State College in Columbus. After endeavors to keep them out, nonconformists set up a camp at Harvard College on Wednesday evening, and camps were likewise revealed at other Boston region colleges including MIT, Tufts and Emerson. At the College of California, Berkeley, a camp was set up in Sproul Court, a normal site of hostile to war and free discourse fights. School specialists showed they would endure the camp as long as it didn't obstruct college tasks. Camps were likewise revealed at various different colleges, remembering the New School for Florida, the College of Michigan, and the College of Rochester in New York State. Activists have been calling for colleges to strip from annihilation and to quit putting huge school blessings in organizations associated with weapons producing and different ventures supporting Israel's conflict in Gaza. Israel unequivocally denies any idea that it is carrying out annihilation in the Palestinian territory. However, the global courtroom has said the allegation was conceivable. The conflict started when Hamas drove shooters did an extraordinary assault on southern Israel on 7 October, killing around 1,200 individuals, for the most part regular people, and returning 253 others to Gaza as prisoners. In excess of 34,180 individuals, the majority of them kids and ladies, have been killed in Gaza from that point forward, the area's Hamas Run Wellbeing Service says. Don't forget to subscribe to Global TV 2.0, like the video, share it, and make sure to express your opinion in the comments section.